Привіт. Ну що, продовжимо Гаррі Поттера. Колись буде і Старфілд, але доб'ємо вже це. Що це таке? Що у нас тут? А, ну тварючок будемо ходити ловити.
I'm ready to learn how to use the knapsack.
Perfect! Deke loves an outing.
Ох, так красиво.
That was a dark time in Deke's life. Deke found himself in service of the cruelest wizard he ever met. A nasty poacher. Deke hated working for him. He did horrible things to beautiful beasts. Oh. It was during those days that Deke first saw a knapsack. It'll be nice to see one used for good.
Так треба багато їх наловити. А є якісь ріденькі?
We have arrived.
Всі дефолт.
Deke enjoys coming here to watch the beasts, especially the potful of puffskeins nearby. It will be nice to keep them safe. All you will need to do is get close, direct the open knapsack toward the puffskein, and in it'll go.
All right.
Так. А чого у нас третього нема? Необхідне рівно, а чому це не відкрили? Окей. Так, Схопи торбу ставимо замість вогню. Так. А нам щось якось... А, нам потрібен заклятус, щоб їх станити, окей. Так, зробимо. Так. Перший прийшов.
You got one!
Так, а ми кого схопили? Хлопчика, дівчинку? Мені треба двох сразу.
Revelio. Settle yourself, I mean you no harm.
Що мені не подобається, що коли їх продаєш, то вони, типу, взагалі там, типу, по сотки йдуть. То було б прикольно, якби можна було на звірі трошечки підзаробити.
Revelio. Arresto Revelio. I'll look after you. Revelio. Arresto Revelio. Everything's all right now. Revelio.
Так що ми левелапнулись чи ні? Ні, не левелапнулися. Окей. Всі взяли. Ми всі взяли. Добре.
I managed to rescue a puffskein.
You can rescue as many as the knapsack will hold. Poachers capture puffskeins and, well, Deke isn't sure what they do with them. Deke is certain they will be safer with you. Now, not all beasts will be as simple to rescue as a puffskein. Deke suggests you next find a beast that can fly. A jobberknoll, perhaps.
All right. Where would I find one?
Deke knows of some to the west, nesting in a large tree overlooking Hogwarts. But we must be careful. Deke has seen poachers in the area recently. Deke will meet you there whenever you're ready.
Ого, 400 метрів. Поїхали.
Revelio.
Так, а її треба, мабуть, буде заморозити. Скільки я пам'ятаю.
You're gonna regret coming here.
Хто там? Хлопчик, ну ви далеко не уходьте. Зараз до вас повернемось.
Hello, Deke. Shall we continue?
Oh, good. Deke was worried about you, what with all the poachers in the area. Perhaps we should work quickly. The jobberknolls are just here, in this large tree. If it's helpful, Deke has seen Levioso used to slow flying beasts. Easier to get in close and use the knapsack.
Then I shall go and rescue a jobberknoll.
Good luck. Deke will be waiting.
Левіоса хочеш? Ну, буде тобі Левіоса. Не проблемка. Так. Як воно виглядає? Так воно виглядає. А, ми ж могли пройти на стелсі, да? Нам треба якусь модну. Є тут? Ого, так, все, дівчинку беремо точно. І треба пацанчика взяти. Блін, оцю кучу було.
Revelio. Professor Howin will never believe this.
Так, і треба ще одну для заклиначів.
Levioso.
Ну, верніше для очівочки. Супер, а є ще більше щось? Так, ну вечерю собі
Settle
наливаю.
yourself. I mean you no harm. Revelio.
Де ще?
Levioso. Revelio. Levioso.
Як це? Ось воно. Я так і хотів. Добре, що нас не вбиває гравіта. Де прикольно. Бачила, вона тільки що пробігла сюди, потім туди.
Revelio.
Так, ну все, розпівка від нас втекла. Полетіли. Ось вона. Ну вон вона, ми її ніяк не зможемо.
Revelio.
заводити не будемо.
I rescued a jobberknoll.
Deke hopes your jobberknoll finds the knapsack nice and cozy. Poachers want them for their feathers, and are not kind when they gather them.
Are there any other beasts nearby?
Just one that Deke knows of, a herd of moon calves. They live in a clearing of trees up this footpath. Deke will see you there.
Що в нас немає такої штуки, що на такий плац? І все.
Revelio.
Так, а що там багато тих пацанів впадає? 3. Нам ж обіцяли повернутися, треба повернутися.
I hope you have your affairs in order.
Isn't Dora trap?
You will not survive it! Confringo!
Confringo.
You'll need to be quicker than that! Come!
А ми точно за добре граємо. Типу, дитині, скільки там, років 15, треба вбити 40. Ну, яких би там не було людей,
Revelio.
щоб отримати шарф чи що там, рукавички. Ми мабуть, за часів Хогвартс констабі. Так, а ти де, друже? Я тебе не бачу. Ага, ти сундучок не приніс, окей. А в мене така асасін трошки.
Confringo.
Просто чувак стояв собі, нічого не робив. Так, а що нам лунтиків, да, якихось треба познаходити? Лунтиків, шпунтиків. Не, тут класні єдинорожки, мені подобаються. Ну, коротше, все велике.
Revelio.
Розпів пісню. Прилетіло.
Leviosa.
Чисто
I'll look after you.
класно тебе виконувати.
Oh, no, you don't.
Сюда, куропатку.
Revelio.
О. На такій фігні опнули.
Leviosa.
Та давай, гравітація не вбиває. Ізі.
Revelio. Leviosa.
Мені просто дуже подобається одна з моїх улюблених масок, дається за тваринок. Я дуже її хочу відкрити якомога раніше. Там лунтики, на лунтиках давайте заморозимо. О.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Що ти, малий? Що будемо робити?
Hello, Deke. Is this the clearing you mentioned?
It is. Moon calves gather near the large tree with the spiral pattern in front, but only under the light of the moon. So, unfortunately, unless you have a way to hasten time, you might sometimes have to wait until nightfall to see them.
I shall go and find a moon calf then.
Deke will be waiting for your return.
Ні, ми ж зазвичай... Ні, ми ж зазвичай так от спимо, як собака посеред вулиці. Прикольно, що вона типу магічка, вона може собі там, не знаю, крісло зробити. Ні, вона просто калачиком звертається і все. Навіть Геральт з Рів'я, він там хоч медитував, в транс впала. Це так просто впала і все.
Deke, what am I meant to be doing again?
You should try to find a moon calf. Since they only come out at night, you may have to wait a little while, depending on what time it is.
Мені дуже подобається, що вона під час діалогу руку отак от тримає. Типу, ви ж завжди так, добрий день. Всі ж так нормальні люди розмовляють. Що таке?
Deke, what am I meant to be doing again?
Що
You
мені
should
робити?
try to find a moon calf. Since they only come out at night, you may have to wait a little while, depending on what time it is.
Окей. Так, нам потрібен хлопчик і дівчинка. Перший
Professor
самий
Howard will
приємний.
never believe this.
А перший був хлопчик, да? Тоді це наш варіант.
Settle yourself, I mean you no harm. Revelio.
О, блін, а сову можемо піймати? Я хочу сову. А, до речі, дуже шкода, що в нас немає власної сови,
There, there.
щоб її кастомізувати.
Revelio. Places.
I'll look after you.
Revelio. Places.
Сердечно.
Everything's all right now.
А, в мене ще сумка. Блін. Шкода, могли б зразу їх штук 20 наловити і виконати.
Places. Accio. Spelliarmus. Confringo.
Ти ж до цього мене покликав, правильно?
It was a bit trickier than the others, but I have a moon calf now.
Another beast, safe and sound. Shame we didn't see the moon
Остання
calves
особливо
dancing.
був
It's
неушкоджений.
a marvelous sight. Deke supposes you're finished here. He'll be able to rescue many more beasts, but for now, let's bring the ones you've gathered back to the room.
All right.
Deke will meet you back in the room whenever you're ready. There you are. Now, we need to show the beast you rescued their new home. But, not enough room to let them out here. Imagine all those beasts running amok. That wouldn't do at all. Perhaps if you focus on what your beasts need, the room will provide. What exactly did you think of? it!
But what is it?
Deke isn't sure. Only one way to find out. Meet you inside when you're ready.
Мені дуже подобаються ці діалоги. Зустрінемося, коли ви будете готові. І так же раз п'ятий. Нормально.
Look at this. It's amazing.
Where are we, Deke?
It seems to be a place for your beasts to live, a vivarium of some sort. Oh, your beasts will be quite comfortable here. They'll live healthy, safe lives. Perhaps you want to release them, let them see their new home.
Що в нас є? А чого ми не можемо їх випустити? А, ми повинні спочатку по одній повипускати, окей. Ой, це ще ж бігти їм купувати ці всі штуки.
Deke thinks the vivarium will be a fitting new home for your beasts.
Indeed. I only hope we'll have enough space for all of them.
Deke hopes so too. But if you do run out of room, Madam Peck at Brood and Peck in Hogsmeade will help to find safe homes for them.
Any beasts the room can't hold?
Yes, she's well known for helping to care for beasts in need, and she'll give you a fair price for them. Speaking of care, beasts that are well fed and groomed will provide you with valuable magical materials, such as puffskein hair, for example. If you gather some magical materials from your beasts, Deke can show you how to use them.
Very well. I shall let you know when I have some.
Що у нас є? Щосочка, їжа. Ми можемо тут щось сяти? Не підеш. Тебе якось забрати?
Professor Howin will never believe this.
На тебе хлопчика. Дівчинка.
I've collected some magical materials, Deke.
Now, Deke can show you how to use them. First, you'll need to use this spellcraft to conjure an enchanted loom.
An enchanted loom.
Exactly. It will allow you to use your magical materials to weave magic into the very threads of your clothing, making your clothing more useful in a variety of ways. Why don't you try it? Deke thinks you'll be impressed with what the loom can do.
I'll go and experiment with the loom now.
Але, мабуть, стичок треба ставити. Що там ставить? Оця фігня. Де в нього перед дезет? Скільки в мене не відкрито. Ще аудіо. Що це не був перед методою? А, покращеність.
That came out nicely. I should show Deke. I used the enchanted loom, Deke.
Wonderful.
Will I be able to weave even more powerful magic into my clothing with the loom?
You will, by rescuing even more powerful beasts. For now, however, Deke suggests you explore the vivarium and get to know the beasts you've already rescued.
Thank you for your help, Deke. Nothing to identify, for now at least.
Шанс його одягу. Ні, це момент, що тобі постійно треба переодягатися, щоб одягати тільки круті речі. Трошки підзадовбую. Взагалі дивно, що вони зробили костюм тут не жіночий. чому стаття? Всього 400 монеток у нас.
Deke hasn't seen this many plants here before.
I'd like to ask you about changing the room's ambience.
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
Actually, perhaps another time.
Так, а що в нас за завдання? Дуже важко. Ой, максимально важко. А це ж він нам дасть якийсь заборонений спел. Чи ні? Коротше, треба збігати, подивитися, можемо ми купити станок для тварин, чи як він там називається? Розплідник.
Revelio. Expelliarmus! Accio! Revelio.
Ну де він?
Accio! Revelio. Accio!
Треба сюди щось поставити.
Alohomora. Mine now, demiguys.
Скільки їх тут у Hogwarts?
Revelio. Lumos.
Hello.
Revelio.
Don't turn quick. If you're stuck with a Duracell feather, it doesn't half hurt.
Hello.
Welcome to Brood and Peck. I'm Ellie Peck. And before you ask, I'm out of a Braxton hair. The lot of it was bought up by a trader in Ottery St. Catchpole. Made me take it in person, they did. No care that I had to shut the shop. Apparently had a bad experience with someone shipping them hair for my wampus cat. Must have been someone from America, no doubt, because we don't even have them here. Anyway, what are you here for? Mooncar fur? Derrickle feathers? Always have trouble collecting them myself as the bird keeps disappearing. Cheeky thing. Used to carry them in the shop, Derricles. But people kept asking for their money back when they'd get home and the blasted things would be nowhere in sight.
I can imagine that would be rather frustrating.
There's worse. Trust me. Most of the suppliers of whooper feathers may as well be living in St. Mungo's. Not surprising, I suppose, the cry on those things. Oh, but such marvellous feathers. Almost worth going mad for.
Sounds like stocking your shelves comes with some hazards.
Truer words never spoken. Used to carry beasts themselves. Good business it was, but add it up to here with parents grumbling. Not my fault if the little ones caught a flea of an easel. Ooh, you should have heard them. No, best with byproducts. And I do like to make sure the beasts are safe and well cared for.
Уявляєте, такі
Couldn't
діалоги в
guarantee that
хлібному
with some of these
проходите, хочете
prospective
батон купити, а
owners.
вам на 40 хвилин
Now,
заряджають
why
про
don't you have a
якусь
good look
тітку.
around? Stocks change all the time, and not just because they disappear. Always best to pop in whenever you can to get things before they run out. Which they used to literally do.
Thank you, I will.
Take all the time you need. And thank you for stopping by. A treat to have you here.
Дуже було цікаво.
What do you have for sale?
Now, what sorts of beast byproducts might you be looking to acquire?
Ніфіга собі волосся. Ну, це волосся так виглядає. Прикольно. Так, ми ж їх усіх, да, закинули.
I don't mind selling things for certain clients. You know where to find me.
Ага, розплідник, значить, не
I'll
в
not
неї.
mind seeing you here again. Consider yourself welcome.
Ні, я не розумію, на що давати торгівцям такі діалоги по 40 хвилин. Ой, було б щось прикольне, окей, але просто, типу... Я взагалі навіть не слухав, про що вони розказували.
Revelio.
I'll fix him. That charm grinder. Just let me know if
Revelio.
there's something in particular that you're looking for.
Ну, в нього ми вже все залутали, що тільки можна. Ну, да.
Let's look at what we have, shall we?
Це що таке? Ой, це прикольна штука. Блін, це теж класна штука. А, розплідник, мабуть, нам треба чи по квесту відкрити.
Nothing
чи-
like finding just the right thing, is there?
Так, іграшки.
A pleasure doing business with you.
Ну, мабуть, що розплідник це по квесту нам треба буде.
Let me know if there's anything else I can do to help.
Revelio.
Я взагалі не розумію, на що потрібне зілля невидимості, коли в нас безкінечний спел на невидимість. Сюди. Ага, він нас Гляньте до собою, там його ж не було. Чи був? Дуже важко. Так, коротше, йдемо по основному сюжету. Класне зілля.
Wonder who lives here. Revelio.
А, і тут же ж, мабуть, димівоз десь валяється. Так, а що нам ще тут може знадобитися?
Unicorn blood will keep you alive, certainly.
Сундучки тут таке.
Aloha Mora. Revelio.
О, це прикольно. Ну, щось воно дуже повільно летить. А, на цьому проходило. Мабуть. Блин, мені дуже подобається, що ти не можеш пролетіти, тобі треба летіти отак от по конченому. Тому що чувакам було просто лінь тут щось робити.
An intruder!
Тут прямо і Мерлін. І все, що тільки можна на 1 квадратний сантиметр.
What are you up to now?
Confringo! Glacier!
О, воно ж вирішується на велосипеді. Дуже важкий. Прикольно, що квідіч не додали, а от таку от фігню додали.
Up for a bit of dying, are we?
А нащо їм отут хтось їх штурмує, да? Типу, прикольно. Дуже зручно.
Alohomora. Revelia.
Вона якось дуже дивно бігає по домах. Вона сповільнюється і камера дуже незручна.
Now you should be able to travel to and from Feldcroft in an instant. If you see dear Anne, please don't give her my...
Revelio.
Що ще тут пілікає десь? Десь там. Привіт.
Revelio.
Щось. Дві насадочки на паличку в одному селі.
You made it.
Enjoying the view?
Keeping an eye on things. Feldcroft isn't what it used to be. No one has felt safe here since Ranrock's loyalists took a peculiar interest in that castle over there. Rookwood Castle. My uncle Solomon is a former Auror and refuses to look into it, even after Anne was cursed by one of them. Possibly with a wand, no less.
I heard a goblin refer to wizard kind as wand carriers. Are goblins forbidden from carrying wands?
Precisely. That's why I'm on the hunt for answers. If I'm to cure her, I need to understand what happened to her. Anne was always the most mischievous of the three of us. Which is saying something, knowing me and ominous. I'm hoping a surprise visit from me and a new friend from Hogwarts will help lift her spirits. Bring back the Anne I used to know. Come on. I'll take you to my uncle's.
Прикольно, коли ти хворієш,
This way.
а до тебе проводять незнайому людину. Це дуже допомагає. Раджу бомжа привезти. Буде
Feldcroft used to be a lot
супер
livelier. With Ranrock's lot wandering about all the time. Everyone stays out of sight. Here we are. My sister should be just inside.
Sebastian, where did you...
Is that what I think it is?
We've been over this, boy.
Hey!
Shrivelfigs cannot reverse a curse. Nothing can. The sooner you accept that reality, the better.
But we haven't tried everything.
There is no cure! When will you accept that?
Never. I can never accept it.
Now look what you've done.
I'm sorry.
Класно дядько дає надію дівчинці.
I'm sorry you had to see that. If you don't mind, I just need a moment alone.
Poor Sebastian. Not the visit he'd hoped for.
I'm sorry about earlier. Those bouts of pain are difficult to bear.
Are you all right, Anne? I didn't mean to intrude.
You didn't, truly. And I'm all right. The pain from this curse comes in
Може, в неї
bouts,
апендицит
and
просто?
often suddenly. It's not anyone's fault. It's nice to meet you, by the way. You must be the new 5th year Sebastian told me about.
I am. Sebastian and I met during a rather lively duel in defense against the dark arts.
Oh dear, Professor Hecat. She's a powerful witch. And she knows how to keep students like my brother, and me, in line.
I do miss Hogwarts, but I wouldn't mind being in Feldcroft really if it wasn't so dreary now. Between the goblins at the castle and my uncle fighting with Sebastian whenever he's home, it's not the cozy retreat it once was.
Sebastian mentioned something about your uncle being an ex-Auror, but refusing to go after Ranrock's loyalists. I must say, I wasn't prepared for him to be as angry as he was.
Uncle Solomon is frustrated by what happened to me, and by Sebastian for thinking he can fix it. They both mean well, I know they do, but my uncle is right. This curse cannot be undone. I can feel it. Sebastian cannot take away my pain. Perhaps you can help him to understand that.
I'll do my best. I can promise to speak with him about it.
Thank you. His search for a cure is futile, I'm afraid. I'm getting tired. I should probably rest. Thank you for stopping by. I wish you well.
Іди, дядько.
That boy will fray my last nerve.
Confringo! Glacier! Excuse me, Mr. Sallow.
Oh, yes, Sebastian's friend. I apologize on behalf of my nephew. He doesn't know when to stop. I was about to check on Anne. Did I see you come from the house? How is she?
She's all right. She said she was going to rest.
Nothing can be done for her.
I'm so sorry. I understand you've tried everyone from Nurse Blaney to St. Mungo's to no avail.
We have. My nephew thinks he knows better than the healers.
Perhaps the healers don't know everything, sir. Sebastian is single-mindedly focused on finding a way to help his sister. If there is a cure, he will find it.
Your faith in Sebastian is misplaced. Some sort of dark magic cursed Anne, and the goblins aren't likely to explain themselves any time soon. Giving her hope is cruel. The only thing to do now is keep Anne comfortable and stay out of the loyalists' way.
I understand what you're saying, sir.
Good. I know what's best for Anne and Sebastian. They are my stubborn brother's children. Especially Sebastian. If you really want to be of help, you'll make sure Sebastian does what he should do, not what he wants to do. He's no idea the harm he could do if he doesn't stop. I hope you remember what I've said. Good day.
I ought to see how Sebastian's...
Щодо Себастьяна.
Why will he not listen to me? She's my sister.
How are you doing, Sebastian?
You got a first-hand glance at what I'm dealing with. I apologize for my uncle.
I'll admit I wasn't expecting him to be so angry.
He's always angry. He's been angry since my parents died. After Anne was hurt, he only grew worse. It's as though he blames me somehow, always calling me my father's son, as if that's an insult. I'm the one trying to help her. He's simply given up.
Both Anne and your uncle seem genuinely convinced that nothing more can be done for her.
I refuse to believe that. Anne's pain is more than physical. It has changed her entirely. I miss my sister. And I'm going to get her back. Come with me, I need to show you where it happened. Ranrock's loyalists are capable of so much more than people realize. They should not be underestimated.
Revelio.
All the debris you'll see is from whatever's going on at that abandoned estate. They've been digging for something.
Так, це треба буде зараз малючків, да, розкидувати. У нас нічого немає. Так, окей, треба буде купити і посадити.
Up there, on that plateau, is where they cursed Anne. This way.
How much longer are we expected to dig through this rubble? Ranrock knows what he's doing. It's an honor to be a part of it. Only good wizard is a dead wizard. One less human.
Confringo.
Ох, ми будемо дуже багато. Як не дамажить, я не розумію. Зараз відкадешимо хпшечку, щоб не втратити зілля.
Enjoy suffering, do you?
You've made your last mistake.
Я думаю, ви це прикольно. Ти в катсцені не можеш нічого зробити, тебе просто тупо дамажить.
Let's get this over with. Rather unwise coming back this way. Oh, you think you're so clever.
Аж не смішна камера тут. Я просто навіть не бачу, хто на мене нападає.
To worry about. You almost had a lucky start. I won't rest, little calf. Far from us. I've been fighting since before you were born.
Confringo!
Chill spells glance off of me. That was meant for... Prepare to surrender then. Was that your best?
Confringo!
Easily diverted. Not quite. You won't stop me. You can't stop me.
I confess, that was a bit more than I'd bargained for. I tried to warn you.
Так, нам доведеться щось тут поновлювати.
Prepare. Revelio. Those loyalists deserved what they got.
Couldn't agree more. This is where it happened. We smelled smoke in the middle of the night. When we looked outside, flames were shooting from the estate. Before my uncle and I could stop her, Anne rushed out, racing towards the fire, worried someone had been hurt. She came face to face with a horde of goblins, frantically trying to stamp out the flames. Suddenly, an icy voice drifted out from somewhere in the smoke. Children should be seen and not heard. A blinding blast followed. They didn't even give her a chance to run.
Seems an awfully violent response to a child wandering by. What were they trying to hide?
My thoughts exactly. It may be grasping at Billywigs, but I keep thinking that there might be something here that could lead me to whoever cursed Anne. Might be the only way to learn what type of magic harmed her, which could help me find a cure.
Perhaps you're right. The loyalists are everywhere, but they do seem to be spending a lot of time here, and it's likely they're hiding something.
And at Rookwood Castle. Shall we have a look around?
Revelio.
They seem to have set up camp here for a specific reason. They have stations for everything. I've heard that goblin dig sites like these are popping up everywhere.
It's a wonder the Ministry isn't doing more. Always armed and ready for a fight, Ranrock's loyalists. Revelio. Whose home was this?
Bit abandoned long since I've lived here.
Це ж
Rumor
піч.
was a Hogwarts professor lived here once,
Чи ні,
centuries
що це?
ago.
Ну да. Це
But that's
просто
all I ever
звичайна-
heard.
Звичайна піч.
It might be worth taking a closer look at the house itself.
Revelio. This well looks familiar. Reparo. Revelio. Sebastian! I've seen this before. The house, the well, the view.
What do you mean? When?
Give me a moment. I'll explain in a second. Sebastian, over here. Do you think this was damaged by the fire the night that Anne was cursed?
Could be. But it looks to me as though this was intentional.
Sebastian, this house did belong to a Hogwarts professor, hundreds of years ago.
Who? What do you...
I found a pensive that day in the restricted section, with a memory that showed this house. There was a little girl and a drought. The keepers have shown me other memories as well. The girl became a Hogwarts professor. Her name was Isadora Morganach. She was one of the keepers.
The keepers? Like in Quidditch? And you found a pensive in the library? I'm not following you.
I realize it's a lot to take in. I'm not even sure I understand it all yet. And no, not like Quidditch. They call themselves keepers because they're protecting some type of knowledge. It all has to do with the vault at Gringotts.
Let me see if I've got this straight. you have Ranrock and Rookwood after you because of something you found at Gringotts, where you ended up via a port key. You can see traces of an ancient magic that you think Ranrock is trying to harness. And now you've been witnessing memories left by keepers. Oh, and this house belonged to a Hogwarts professor who was one of these non-Quidditch keepers hundreds of years ago. If I didn't know you, I'd think you were pulling my leg.
It is all a bit much, isn't it, when you put it like that? The point is, we both have good reason to search this house. You for answers about what happened to Anne, and me for answers about the keepers.
Look at this.
Revelio. Someone piled this here for a reason. Is it blocking something?
Only one way to find out. Huh, a stairwell.
Revelio.
Розбираємо.
Why bother blocking the stairwell?
There might be something here worth a closer look.
They've left all of this simply strewn about. Tells me they're after something bigger.
Персанус він нам потім, да, розкаже.
Seems these journal entries are from Isadora's travels.
Так, а що ти робиш?
Revelio. A journal entry of Isadora's. I should hold on to this. Arresto momentum. You're not going to believe this. I can see the Undercroft.
What? A daydream? Because that happens to me too.
Revelio. I know it sounds strange.
Honestly, nothing you say sounds strange to me anymore.
Fair enough. I can see the Undercroft through this stone wall, as though it's a window. This has happened before.
I'm listening.
I think it's to do with my ability to see traces of ancient magic.
But you said you didn't really understand it, and that you couldn't wield it.
That's true, and I'm still not sure what it all means. What I do know is that my ability allows me to travel through these windows I see.
Wait. We can get straight to the Undercroft from here. Ominous will be flawed.
Він нас
We
не
can,
побачить.
but perhaps best not to tell anyone else about this for now. Even Ominous.
Understood. Well then, invisible, secret, ancient magic passageway? Here we come. I'm tempted to hold my breath. Why would the door lead us here?
Sebastian, look. Why hide a triptych here?
Seems as if something's missing.
A note. Let's have a look.
Anything helpful in the note?
A rune symbol. I've seen similar symbols used by the keepers.
I've been thinking. A keeper lived in that house centuries ago, and Ranrock and his lot have been searching there. You said that goblins may be wielding some form of this ancient magic. Do you think Anne was cursed by ancient magic?
I can't be sure, of course, but I don't think so. I didn't see any traces of it around your sister.
Very well. But that doesn't mean it's not ancient magic. There's still so much we don't know about it.
True. Perhaps this triptych will lead us to answers.
Then we'll have to unravel what this all means. But now I need to see Ominous. Don't worry, I won't tell him anything. Did I mention that, apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here in Hogwarts?
You did not. Sounds worth looking into. Any idea where in the castle?
No idea. Ominous just learned of it. I'll let you know what I find out. I had no idea our visit to Sian would unfold into all of this. My head's an utter mess. But I'm glad you told me everything you did. I'll be in touch. Till then.
Meet me near the ruins of Falbottom Castle. After dark. Do not tell anyone.
Ромашка. Ну, давайте злітаємо в ромашку. Де у нас ромашка? Де ця ромашка знаходиться? Ага, урок астрономії. Давайте ще астрономію повчимо. В ромашках і поганках. Де ромашки і поганки? Може оце воно? Раз урок астрономії, щось треба астрономічно надягти. що пілік.
Revelia.
Ой, а як активувати цю штуку? Я вже забув.
Noticed them potion.
Lumos.
Revelia.
Lumos. Revelia.
Мене налякати.
Lumos.
Expelliarmus.
Glacius. Confringo. Expelliarmus.
Revelia.
Ще одну грінділку беремо собі.
And your reading is the dragon. That's exciting, I suppose. Perhaps you're due for an adventure.
Ladies,
Professor Shah.
astronomy is not divination. You won't find the mysteries of the cosmos charted out on your palms or at the bottom of your teacups. Alas, the heavens remain hazy to the starry-eyed. Now, if you were to devote yourselves to persistent and painstaking observation, you just might catch a glimpse. With that in mind, please take your telescopes. Tonight we will be on the observation deck. Still,
Так, а
you
нічого
don't
вони
have
не
your
беруть
own?
з собою?
You can't be the new
Ну, да, це
student
ж
forever,
діти,
you
точно.
know. You can share with Mr. Takar.
Here, I can adjust that for
No,
you.
no, bring it into focus on your own. Now, I expect all of you to put in your stargazing hours outside of class. Is that clear?
But, Professor, it's freezing out.
Mere cold didn't stop the great stargazers of the past. Look only to the astronomy tables they erected throughout the highlands from which they gazed millennia ago on the very self-same stars above us. Is that clear? Dismissed.
Oh, hello. I'm Amit. We met in potions class. I'm happy to report that we've yet to have any explosions in this class.
Oh, hello, Amit. Nice to see you again.
Did I hear Professor Shaw say that you don't have your own telescope? I have a spare one you could borrow for the rest of term.
That's very kind of you, Amit. Are you sure you won't need it?
I'm certain. It's my old one. I finally got my hands on the new Celestia Contemplar. You've heard of it, I assume? I mean, of course you have. It's only the pinnacle of all personal stargazing implements. But my old model's not too shabby either. Goblin-cut glass, first-rate optical enchantments. Hate to think such a fine instrument is just collecting dust.
Well, I... Thank you, Amit.
Think nothing of it. Anyway, the telescope's in the storage room right underneath us. You can't miss it. I have some, reading to finish on the lower deck. Come find me there afterwards, and bring the telescope. There's something I want to talk to you about.
Revelio.
Tried to put off my stargazing as long as I could.
Oh, me thinks he knows everything. Even told me he can speak gobbledygook. Sounded like gibberish to me.
I had heard about these odd stone tables out in the Highlands. That's what Professor Shah was talking about.
Not sure what you can learn from these astronomy.
Professor Shah's just about as cold and distant as the bloody stars she wants us to chart. Ugh, not how I wanted to spend my evening.
Так, ну спуститися в комірку вниз. Чи ні? Забрати старий телескоп. А як його забрати?
Revelio.
А, тут є ще один.
This was his old telescope. Looks practically brand new. Confringo. Revelio.
A pristine night for...
Professor Shah, I'm interested in learning more about astronomy.
It is increasingly rare to find a student who seeks after things celestial of their own accord. But if you truly desire to chart the courses of the cosmos, you must rid your mind of the terrestrial babble of others. We ourselves are not unlike blank star charts, you know? Empty canvases waiting to be inscribed with all that the universe has to offer. Do you understand?
Thank you, Professor. I look forward to stargazing.
I am glad to hear it. Should be a stellar night for it.
The perfect night for...
I have the telescope. It's nicer than I had expected.
I would not offer a prospective stargazer a third-rate lunoscope. But there is, something else.
Yes? What is it?
You remember those astronomy tables Shah was going on about? It just so happens I've been reading up on them a little myself. And it seems there may be one right here at Hogwarts. I believe we could use it to find hidden constellations.
And you need someone to help you find it.
I do. Are you in? No one from the Gobstones Club will go with me. Said they'd rather get spit at by a stone than... Well, they are cowards. Let us get moving while the stars are still out. I'll show you how to use that telescope once we get there. I promise.
Oh, no need to convince me. Let's get going.
Brilliant. You won't regret it. Shall we?
Нормально, чувак. Стояв зірочки, розглядав і сходив на побачення з дівчинкою. Молодець.
The table is on a castle wall ahead. Look for a stone platform, something that doesn't quite belong. We'll know it when we see it. Onwards we go then. Some say the locations of the tables were originally marked by centaurs for ritual stargazing. It is nice having a fellow stargazer to explore with.
Happy to be here. It is good to leave the classroom now and then.
It's not that creepy out here at night, is it? The Gobstones Club are cowards. Here I am, charging ahead. A little foreboding.
If you're sure. A few cobwebs and some dust. Nothing to be concerned about.
It's just not
Revelio.
tidy as I expected.
Confringo.
More cobwebs. You don't think any spiders might be lurking about?
Oh, no. Not this close to the school, Emmett.
The constellation should appear near the center of your view. As soon as you've lined up the telescope, we will be able to fill out our star chart. Stargazing is all about patience and precision.
Це схоже на Assassin's Creed.
I was right about the tables.
Origins, здається,
They
щось
really
таке.
are gateways to the far stars, just as the book said. And your contribution was invaluable. Rest assured, you shall be credited in my memoirs one day.
Thank you, Emmett. I look forward to reading them.
And I look forward to writing them. This is only the beginning. You will find more tables like this one throughout the grounds and forest, all beckoning to be discovered by a worthy astronomer. And if I have ever seen one, it's you. Oh, and about my old telescope, don't bother returning it. You should keep it.
That's quite generous.
Прикольно,
Thank
що
you.
ми
You are welcome.
астроном,
It has
літаємо
goblin
краще
cut
всіх на
glass and a
мітлі.
gobbledygook inscription. I'm practically fluent in gobbledygook, you know.
Супер круті
It's all in
заклиначі,
the throat, really, gobbledygook, you know, and
супер
how you pronounce your R's.
Чому ми це робимо перший
Anyway,
раз?
glad our adventure was a success. I will see you soon.
Давай, пока. Пиши.
Revelio.
А де сторінка? Це грибочки. Теж компанійська компанія.
Revelio.
Ну от нахрена це робити? Ну от серйозно, типу, ти не можеш відкрити замок, щоб залутати, щоб ти потім сюди повернувся, відкрив і забрав. Вау. Це ж дуже прикольно, правда? Ні. Ні.
Hello, Samantha. Are you here for Summoner's Court?
I am. I'm actually rather good at it. Used to play all the time with my brother until. Never mind. Shall we begin?
Yes, I'm ready to play.
Then let's get summoning.
О, це прикольно.
Accio!
Нормально воно кинуло. Так, а ця фігня типу стягує, да? Це будемо брати. А що відбулося?
Might
Might you be able to move a bit more quickly?
Так, з радістю. А що відбулося? Так, доведеться завантажуватися. Так там же було виклич поле. Чи воно не спрацювало?
Samantha, about Summoner's Court.
Yes? Care to play around?
Yes, I'm ready to play.
Then let's get summoning. Accio!
What was I thinking?
Блін, трошки не витягнуло.
You'll have to do better than that. Accio!
О, скільки? 30? Нормально.
Yes!
О, щось дуже все погано пішло.
You'll have to do better than that. Accio!
Шкода. Доведеться перегравати. Або... Ну да, в неї більше.
How am I to top that? How about that? I won!
Тобі дуже пощастило.
Good match. Care to have another go?
But of course.
Splendid!
Splendid. Давай рівно кошку ходи.
Accio! What was I thinking? You'll have to do better than that. Accio! Yes! That was sensational! Accio!
О, теж нормально кинуло.
Yes!
I to top that? That settles it, then. After your poor show against Natty in class, I thought I could beat you. Appears I overestimated myself.
Don't say that, Samantha. You're a fine player.
Well, that's very kind of you. Let's just say if I'm good, then you're better. I happen to know who you're up against next, and she's no shy opponent. Best of luck.
Ні, вони якось такі дуже дивні, вони кажуть, що вона типу супер талановита у всьому, вона виграла один матч і найталановитіша в цій грі. Ну якось дуже дивні діалоги, якщо чесно. Так, а що в нас є? Мандрагора. Де ми можемо знайти мандрагору? Це важко. Супер важко. А в нас немає десенду. Чи є в нас десенду? Ні, у нас його навіть немає. Так. Ну, це будемо виконувати ще.
Revelio.
I wish that.
Кріпта Слізеріна, ми там перший раз випробуємо Круцю, а Круцю нам дуже потрібно. Круця взагалі один з моїх улюблених спелів в цій грі. Ну, окрім Авада Кедара. Це
Revelio.
Про це місце теж треба не забути, потім його відкриємо колись. Згадати б ще як.
I haven't been called Puffskein Dunkeen once since you brought me that venomous tentacular leaf.
Ну, герб дуже крутий.
Leviosa. Revelio.
Це ми куди вслід збіжимо?
It's me, Gareth. Do you have a moment?
Confusing concoction. I can never get mine to thicken. Have you ever noticed in potions?
Were you calling me Gareth?
I was. After you helped me with that fupa feather and potions, I reckoned you might be just the person I need. You see, I have an idea for a fizzing Wisby-inspired beverage, but I'm missing a key ingredient.
You and your concoctions. I don't know how you come up with these things.
It's a gift, truly. So, I suspect the key ingredient in fizzing Wisbies is dried billywig stings. I heard there's a store of them in Honeyduke's cellar. I'd get them myself, but my Aunt Matilda has her eye on me. Thinks I need to focus on potions class for a while, not for my own brews. I was hoping you could follow a secret passage to Honeyduke's cellar and grab a few dried billywig stings for me.
Sounds simple enough. And who wouldn't want to go to Honeyduke's?
Ah, brilliant. Thank you. The passage is hidden behind the statue of a one-eyed witch in the 3rd floor corridor. Just tap it with your wand and say, Dісендіум.
I'll see what I can do, Gareth.
Fair enough. You shall be the first one to taste my newest brew if you can be of help. Perhaps I can convince a meat to help me with my potions homework. Get my aunt to loosen her reins a bit.
Так, ну це прикольно, це видно.
I'll need to get those dried billywig stings for Gareth if he's to finish his latest concoction.
Revelio.
One-eyed witch statue shouldn't be too
Стільки
hard to
всього
find.
треба зробити, пробігати. Так, давайте до Себастьяна, потім до відьми. Ну так нічого не випив. І оце, як це активувати, я вже забув. Треба з кимось поговорити. Так, це нас цікавить. Ага. І ще ця штучка, окей.
Revelio.
Прикольно, що будь-який може підійти. Уявляєте, що було в школі, якби кожному так підходити. Ви всі там лохи. Спочатку ця штука. Це 4 мінус. А скільки їх не буде? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ага.
Revelio.
Anything to do with the dark art should be avoided. It's too risky.
Leviosa. Revelio.
My question.
Всього 27 назбирали.
Accidentally left the Professor Roman sandwich once.
Так, а я наскільки пам'ятаю, тут ще була якась чи демигоска, чи ще щось таке.
Alohomora.
What do we have here? A demigod.
Ну, взагалі не розумів, в чому прикол цієї
Mine now,
такої
demiguys.
механіки. Що лахомора вкончено, що це збирання вночі. О, це прикольно. Клас. Є ще така, здається, біла. Костюмів нормальних нема, нічого нема. Це ми лутанули.
Revelio. What were you and Ominous speaking about?
He's being ridiculous. Apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here in Hogwarts. Ominous swears it was used for the dark arts, so he wants nothing to do with it. I reminded him that Anne needs a cure. This scriptorium could hold the answers we need.
Коли що викладачі Хогвартсу взагалі навіть не пробують знайти якісь таємні штуки і
Ominous
шукають
is
учні.
right. Meddling in the dark arts is dangerous.
There's more to dark magic than people realize. The Gaunts know this. Better than most. Perhaps I've spoken out of turn. Ominous's family history is personal to him.
I'd like to know more about it, if you wouldn't mind telling me. I won't repeat it.
Very well. But do keep this between us. Ominous learned dark magic from his parents. Are you familiar with the Cruciatus curse?
Crucio, correct? The Cruciatus curse, also known as the torture curse, inflicts excruciating pain on the victim.
Apparently, his parents and older siblings had no qualms about casting us on muggles for sport. Ominous described the sound of the victim's cries as horrific, so the first time he was asked to cast it himself as a child, he couldn't bring himself to do it. As punishment, his family cast it on him. The anguish was so bad that when asked to cast it again, he relented. I have repeatedly assured Ominous that he did what he had to, but he still hasn't forgiven himself.
How horrible. Poor Ominous, he was only a child. He shouldn't blame himself.
After that incident, the rift between Ominous and his family only grew. That is until I came along. Every moment he isn't at Hogwarts, he's with us in Feldcroft. Ominous trusts me. And more often than not, he winds up listening to me. I'll remind him of that when I follow up about the scriptorium. Watch for my owl. I'll have news soon enough. I'll make Ominous understand. He'll change his mind.
Що, братан, не виходить? А, ти ж не бачиш.
Lumos.
Ні.
Revelio. Expelliarmus. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio.
Так, а там же ж не було. Чи ні? Чи я не підсвічую? Що у нас ще є? Гардіум Левіоса. Добудьте вистріли на час. Окей, а де добути Мандрагору? Поїхали з солодощем, а потім будемо шукати десь Мандрагору.
Revelio.
Так, 4... 2. Ага, тобто нам типу СУ треба бахати. Воно знизу.
Revelio.
6, а нам треба 5. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Крабик.
Revelio.
О, глобуси це класна штука. Ті, які в мене вже є.
This looks like the right
Yes, I
statue.
told you. You're very clever.
Clever?
How offensive.
Next.
Fine, a genius. Happy
Possibly.
now? But I'll allow your limp vocabulary. This disillusionment charm is superb. I'm stealthy as a demigod.
Dissentium.
I'm invisible. Ow! My-
Goodness. Who knew this was all down here?
Whoa.
A lift. Must be how I get down. Looks...
Repair it.
That seems to have done the trick. This castle will never cease to surprise me.
Revelio. Leviosa.
Я думаю, що ми от зараз будемо з кимось битись.
Confringo.
Щось мені підказує, що це будуть павучки.
Revelio. Confringo.
Що, вниз?
I'm trapped. How am I supposed to get out of here?
Leviosa.
Lumos. I'm going to have to get past this.
Repair it.
Ні, оце прикольно зроблений квест.
Leviosa. Confringo.
One more to go and I'll make it across.
Repair it. Leviosa.
Something is getting in the way of that platform.
Ще ти пульс.
Perhaps I should cast Accio to get that frame out of the way first.
Діків треба сюди направити.
That did the trick.
Акіо. Просто дострибую. Ні, це прикольно, такі штуки я люблю. Це класно.
This must be the way up. I need to find a way to open that gate. Something smells sweet. Must be close to honeydukes.
Це теж нам треба.
Revelio.
Це ми підлутали, не? Поїхали.
Honeydukes. I can smell the chocolate. Now, where would I find the dried billywig stings for Gareth?
Так, а нам тут можна знаходити? О, сейф. А, це не сейф, це якась піч.
I have the dried billywig stings. Now, back to Gareth. I can only imagine how his new recipe is going to turn out. Revelio.
Не, оце зроблено просто класно. Це якісь ці штучки, магазинчики. Клас. Якби з цим ще якось можна було взаємодіяти, взагалі було просто. Ну я дуже сподіваюся, що в наступній частині вони зроблять реально прикольніше, тому що DLC очевидно не буде. Що пікає? Десь тут. Можемо зайти.
Revelio.
Чи ми можемо зайти? Ні, там є сундучок, а чому ми не можемо в нього потрапити?
Revelio.
О, нарешті окуляри для квідічу. Це ну тепер справжня пілотеса на мітлі.
Revelio.
Що тут булка, я не розумію.
He'll see it was a mistake parting ways with me.
спробую зараз знайти мандрагору десь.
Revelio. Lumos.
Бачу бабочку.
Revelio. Expelliarmus. Lumos. Revelio.
Ага, ось куди нам треба було, ось в цей магазин. Ми його просто не відкрили, окей. Там ми купимо мандрагорку.
Revelio.
Цю фігню літати не хочеться, це не прикольні квести. А отут підлітати можна.
Revelio.
Greetings. Come on inside. Oh, watch yourself, though. Let's have you leave here alive.
Hello.
Oh, hello. Sorry I'm in a bit of a tizzy. I was just scolding some of the plants for spitting and nipping. I suppose it's my own fault for putting more than 4 to a tray. By the way, Beatrice Green is the name, but you may address me as Madam Green. Welcome to Dogweed and Deathcap. Oh, mind you don't knock the mandrakes. Oh, if there wasn't the constant demand for antidotes, I wouldn't need to stock so many of the little dears. Except, of course, for curses. And, well, if you've been petrified, then obviously you've come to the right place. Mind you don't knock the mandrakes. Oh, if there's an uprooting, you'll be the next one to drop dead, and I'm in no mood for a clear-up.
What do you have for sale?
Well, what say we show you some of what's available? Oh, I'm always thrilled when a young one makes a wise purchase. I can tell you'll go far. But your things will be safe with me until they're sold. Then you'll have to make do with money. Doors always open. You be sure to stop by soon.
Ого, доброго. 300 золотих за гімно?
You did away. Doors always open. You be sure to stop by soon.
Щось мені підказує в тебе останній раз.
You're a force to be reckoned with, aren't you? Scaring all the goblins away.
Revelio.
Знайшов.
Lumos.
Hope you're not here for a knotgrass sprig, because I'm not entirely sure.
Revelio.
Such a wee bairn being a thrashing to a troll! Oh, I can't believe it!
Shh. Не шуми.
Revelio.
Ух ти, це прикольно вона малює. Але ж це не те, на що вона дивиться. Непогано. В Hogwarts повертаємося. Ага, і ще цей цей міст. Ми можемо зараз спробувати комбінашку відгадати.
I tried telling Hagrid. Hello, Gareth. I have those dried billywig stings.
You got them! Incredible.
Happy to help. Here you go.
This is brilliant! Can't wait to get started. Thank you again. I'll let you know when I brewed my first batch of fizzing whizbeer.
Окей. Так, треба мандрагору посадити. Використати проти врагів. Так, оце будемо потім робити. Дефінто класний спел нам треба. Де пульс? Ну, коротше, потім треба буде ворогів познаходити. Це потім знайдемо, це легко. Це потім будемо Гоксміт зачищати. Ще не середній цей квест. Ну, це непоганий. Ну, тоді зараз спробуємо відкрити мостик, посадити мандрагору і підемо далі.
Revelio. Levioso. Revelio. Levioso. Lumos. Revelio.
Don't talk to me about humiliation. My broom went. I'm glad there's a Slytherin in charge.
My uncle knows Kadara, so I can't imagine. My aunt knows Black's wife, so all in all,
Задати б ще послідовність. Так, що в нас це? Це в нас... Так, це в нас перший, правильно? Цей ми не чіпаємо. Чи другий, чи як воно рахується?
It's you! Thank you again for finding my gobstones. I never could have done it myself. Confringo!
Окей, нам Там написано одиничка. Давайте поставимо на одиничку.
Really mastered that one, haven't you?
Так, у нас є такий символ, нам треба поставити цю фігню на 4. На тройку трикутник.
I'd like to shop in the house.
Confringo!
Now that I have all my gobstones back, I'm ready to take
Трикутне отношение, одиничку, все правильно.
Confringo!
Life seems rather dull in the house.
Так, останній. Крійка.
I'll be weeks from Spinford.
Ну, правильно, да? Так, окей, у нас є. А. Так, що треба роздати? Бачу, туди студент впав. Причому це один і той самий. Він же 4 проходить. Ми не можемо було зіштовхнути.
Revelio!
О! Це студентів пробує. Блін, це дуже кріпова штука. Що все залутало?
Revelio!
Я поламався звідси. Так, все. Таємна кімната Мандрагора. Полярний суд. Це у нас немає ніяких нормальних спорів, якщо це. Куди паніку Мандрагору посадити? Ще подивитися, що в мене там по столах, може щось треба замінити буде. Ага. Чого? доведеться бігти купувати якісь столи. Є. Скільки там до Мандрагори? 10 хвилин. Добити де пульсу на ворога, схованка в замку. Зараз ще спробуємо, може, щось докупити, якісь столи. Щоб замінити маленьке, поставити велике. Сюди.
It's always nice to see a familiar face.
Ого, легендарно, нічого собі. Окей. А є з маленькими? З 5 малими горшиками беремо.
Nothing like finding just the right thing, is there?
З 3 це нам не потрібно.
Let me know if there's anything else I can do to help.
My advice when dealing with
Glad I had the courage to go into the forest. Hello, Sirona. I received your owl. How are you?
Hello, my friend. Did you ever find Lord Gog?
I did, thank you. We had a good conversation. He sends you his best.
Glad to hear it. I shan't ask for details of your little chat, and I'll refrain from telling you to be careful yet again. But I hope you will be, whatever your plans.
Of course. Your owl mentioned you're needing my help with something.
I do. I thought you might be just the person to do a favour for my friend Dorothy Sprottle in Upper Hogsfield.
I don't believe I've met Mrs. Sprottle.
She's lovely. Her late husband Aidan was a friend of my father's. In fact, I'd stayed with Dot and Aidan the summers I waited tables here as a student. I've seen her a few times since Aidan passed, but the pub's been so busy lately, I've not been as attentive as I'd have liked. I wonder if you might pop in and see her. She may need some help collecting ingredients for her supply of Wiggenweld potion. And you could retrieve something of mine in the process. A box, full of old letters and such.
I'll try to go and see her when I can.
It would mean the world to me, and to Dorothy. Aiden was bringing the box of letters to me when he was taken ill. Dot can tell you where he might have dropped it. You'll find the hamlet just north of Hogsmeade.
Прикольно, ти йдеш з коробкою, вона в тебе падає, ти такий, ну і хер з нею. Хтось інший прийде, підійме. Логіка, що сказати.
I remember you. Your generosity helped me afford it.
А чому з брудний одяг? Що, таксі ще не можемо викликати? Можемо.
Upper Hogsfield. Now, where to find Mrs. Sprottle? A map. I wonder where it leads.
Rebellion. Upper Hogsfield is being terrorized by Ranrock's loyalists.
Bardo Beaumont should have returned by now. Had by dark wizards, he was.
I should investigate.
Shane Bardolph thought dark magic was the answer. I reckon.
Hello, Mrs. Sprottle. Actually, Sirona Ryan asked if I'd come and see you.
Oh, dear Sirona, a gem. Has been for as long as I've known her.
She thought you might need help collecting ingredients for your Wiggenweld potion.
And she's correct. My darling Aiden used to collect Horklumps for me. Since he died, my supply has dwindled.
I'm sorry for your loss, Mrs. Sprottle.
Oh, thank you. Love of my life. A bit lost without him. If you wouldn't mind gathering some Horklumps for me, I'd be happy to compensate you for your time.
I can certainly try and find some for you.
That would be wonderful. I'm worried about the travelling vendors and would love to get them more Wiggenweld potion.
Sirona also mentioned that Mr. Sprottle was bringing her a box of letters when he fell ill.
Indeed he was. I'd almost forgotten. I stumbled upon it just before Aiden died. He was hoping to go through it with Sirona over a butterbeer or two. Those two were always like two bowtruckles in a branch. Aiden took ill when he was collecting Horklumps on his way to see her. He made it home, but I fear he dropped the box in the cavern. The cavern is in the hills just southwest of our hamlet. You can gather Horklumps and collect the box of letters there.
Thank you, Mrs. Sprottle.
Thank you. I'll be here if you are able to collect those Horklumps. I and the vendors I help would greatly appreciate it.
Це треба ночі дочекати.
Likely this astronomy table will be best used when it's dark.
Пацан. Аби ще, пацани. Це не ті пацани, яких ми шукали. Давайте все.
Here's one of those tables Professor Shah mentioned.
Це що у нас? Так.
Perhaps I'll scout around Felcroft for something.
That's just...
Так. На кількох ворогів у нас в мене цього нема. Громоверця в мене нема. Зачекуйте на левітуючого ворога. Пульс на левітуючого ворога.
Thought we'd forget about that goblin helm you nicked.
That's proper football, that is! I'll watch the light go out of your eyes. You little coward!
Так, зілля могутності. Нам оце потрібно. Гробу зілля. У нас його нема, сік піявка.
Is that the best you can do?
Все це ми використаємо.
Let's play predator and prey, shall we?
Confringo!
Nice try! How does that feel? Potato! I thought you'd at least hold your own.
Впало. Ну це було прикольно. Так, цікаво, ми виконали цей квест на депульсу.
Come pathetic! You don't want to try.
Ні, не
Redact! Potato!
Leviosa!
Nobody'll believe I defeated an Ashwinder by myself.
О, це вже непогано. Але нам треба на прикрилну всім. Нормальні спели.
This must be the cavern Mrs. Sprottle mentioned.
Тут нас буде троль, мабуть, чекати. Чи щось таке?
Better have a look around. See about the Horklumps and the box of letters. That's at least one Horklump. Getting there. Just a few more Horklumps to harvest.
Revelio.
А, ну листи там, скоріш за все, як завжди, будуть в кінці.
Confringo.
Either I'll have to fight that troll, or avoid it altogether. fruit. That's all the Horklumps for now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased. Revelio. Revelio. This must be Sirona's box of letters. I think that's everything. Sirona will be glad to have this back.
Дуже класний квест. Просто в одне місце накидали 6 предметів і тролі, який на рівень більше, але дамажить, блін. Просто реально тупо шкода.
I should find Mrs. Sprottle. She'll be glad to get these Horklumps.
Що у нас тут?
It'd be useful if I wasn't on this.
Where did it go?
One less poacher in the wizarding world. This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
Bardolph Beaumont should have returned by now. Had by Doc.
Hello, Mrs. Sprottle. I have good news. I was able to harvest some Horklumps for you, and I found Sirona's box of letters.
Oh, thank you. How wonderful. The travelling vendors will be thrilled to replenish their stock of Wiggenweld potion. And Sirona will be delighted to have those letters. How kind of you. Now you be careful heading back to Hogsmeade.
А, те, що вона тільки що троля
I should take this
забила,
box of letters to
то таке,
Sirona.
а от коли
She'll be
вона
glad
буде
to have it back.
повертатися до Гоксміда, треба бути обережно, окей.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Don't talk about you taking down.
Hello, Sirona. I have good news. I was able to provide your friend Mrs. Sprottle with some Horklumps for her Wiggenweld potion, and I found your box of letters.
Oh, thank you. I knew you were the one to ask.
I wondered about some of the letters in the box.
Of course. It appears most of the letters were from fellow students.
I saw a letter from someone named Mirabelle. Is that Professor Gharlik?
It is. Still one of my dearest friends. I know she wouldn't mind you having seen that letter. She and I are of a similar mind, especially when it comes to young people. We believe experience to be an invaluable teacher. To borrow a phrase from Mirabelle, it's a joy to see anyone blossom, but particularly one who doubted they ever would.
One of the letters mentioned Quidditch practice. Did you play?
I did. Was the Ravenclaw Seeker for 3 years. Oh, Merlin's beard. I adore Quidditch. Nothing like the feeling of catching the golden snitch when your team's down by 140 points. I'll never forgive Professor Black for cancelling it this year. I missed cheering for Ravenclaw.
I spotted a letter from you to Mrs. Sprottle. You two seem to have a lot of fun together.
We do. She taught me so much during my summers with her and Aiden. I shall be the first to admit that adolescents aren't always the easiest to understand. And not everyone was as kind to me as the Sprottles. But the depth of their kindness, and that of so many of my friends, got me through... well, got me through some challenging times, to put it mildly.
I'm glad I could be of help. Mrs. Sprottle sends her best.
Don't know what I'd have done without her and Aidan. Thank you, again, for helping her, and for returning this box of letters. It's nice to reflect on good memories.
Чи було поробленого зілля? Давайте тварючок будуємо трошечки. Ну, трошки не темно, скажімо. До речі, можна було б зробити, щоб ти коли стаєш сюди автоматично, в тебе там, типу, змінюється пул з чар на оці от для тваринок. Було б супер логічно. Всіх ми подоїли. Може, ти щось. Окей. Цього зілля у нас немає. Ну, ходімо на заняття.
Mine now, demiguys.
Мені дуже подобається реакція, коли в них зі стола щось крадуть, чи похуй.
Revelia.
Ух ти, кельтська накидка, давай, тому ж кельт. Не випадково. Давайте кельтську накидку. От тоді кельтський шарфик є у нас. Ну, це прикольно.
hate to see a creature get put down.
Нормальна в них школа, можна в карти побацати на уроці. Офіційно. Не те, що ваша інформатика, от чим треба займатися. Прикольно, походила, подивилася, як в карти пограли, на каві погадали, всьому всіх навчила. Молодець.
I hope those assignments were...
I've completed all of my tasks, Professor Onai.
Very well done. Although I must admit, I did have something of a premonition that you would follow through. Now, as you have no doubt sharpened your perception by completing my assignment, I am curious. Based upon the knowledge that one's present and even one's past may reveal traces of what is to come, what do you see in your own future?
I see good things. After all, the future's mine for the taking, and I shall take what I must.
The future is not etched in stone. It can be carved out by those with very strong wills, and you do seem to possess one. But this talk of tomorrow should not divert us from your present success. I shall inform our good deputy headmistress of your exemplary performance. And if that performance is any omen of what your future may hold, then I, for one, see great things. Channel your magic towards your targets. You have it! Now, why not practice?
У мене тепер є ще оця третя. Клас, нарешті.
On the training domain. Excellent. I think you have it.
Блін, де б це зілля знайти? Купити. Це ідея. Ні, оці от місії, ну реально, настільки всраті, просто використати зілля одночасно. Де там у нас зілля продаються? Ну, тут. А, в нас же є арена темних мистецтв. Точно. Блін, одна мандрагорка якось мало.
We have everything a young student might need when it comes to potions. Have a good look around.
Ніхрена собі в тебе ціни, друже, ти що? Блін, знати б, щоб ще для нього треба. Ну, щось штуку дуже шкода. Ще все легендарне місто.
A wise decision. Thank you.
Мандрагора. Так. Окей.
There's no telling what lies in wait for me in there.
А скільки їх треба? 7.
Revelio.
Яке має значення розбивання глечиків до бойової арени? Не, ми можемо і зарано сюди прийшли. Подивимось.
You're the one who released Treadwell, aren't you?
Oh, I'm gonna enjoy this.
You've made a good... You're only delaying the inevitable.
Wait till Sebastian hears about this. An Ashwinder.
How not such
Final
hideous distraction! Are you sure you're not a muggle? I will make...
I'll get away with that.
Блядь, сейчас мы не спали. Хилка
You won't knock this one.
You come to the child.
What was that?
Is that the next figure? And in the crowd, this series. Oh, so nice.
Expulso! Back for more. You're easier to spot than an urok. What are your thoughts on too, is it? Ah, so...
Release me! Expulsor! Retreat! Now you're just getting on my nerves. Incendio!
Я, мабуть, не пройду це.
Let's get this over. Expulsor! Why are you coming back this way? Better.
Fringo,
is that it?
Фішка в тому, що вони запис просто перебувають.
Goblin help. Well, they're goblin exposure. Hope you could like
electricity.
Боже, мені не противно, я наношу йому пальці. Закриться.
How nice of you to stop by. I won't rest. I was right not to be worried about you. Rather up what?
Damn you! Petrificus totalis! Petrificus totalis! Confringo!
Так, не один лише. Оп, ну ми пройшли. Все, повертаємося. На 3 зіллях, здається, чи на 4. Ну, блін, демедж максимально всрати. Так, що ми? Відкрилися ці всі штуки? Їхали на гербологію. Так, магію це все потім будемо лутати, бігати.
Wonderful. I've completed my assignments, Professor.
Pleased to hear it. Professor Weasley will be too. I'll be sure to let her know how well you're coming along.
Thank you, Professor.
Professor Hecat tells me she taught you Levioso, so you should be ready for a more advanced levitation charm. Wingardium Leviosa requires a bit of concentration and a nice, graceful wand movement. Let's see you try your hand at it. When executed correctly, you should be able to pick up boulders as though they were sprigs of smoothmort. Well done! Feel free to practice Wingardium.
Professor Gharlik, a moment of your time?
The plants are resting, so now's as good a time as any.
I was wondering, what made you want to teach herbology?
How lovely of you to ask. I've always had an affinity for greenery, so this situation is a bit of a dream come true. After graduation, I was thrilled to be asked to step in for my old herbology professor. He'd had a slight accident, you see.
Oh dear. A shame for him, but it worked out well for you.
Well, he never cared, really cared for the plants, and they could sense it. Oh, you'd be surprised how perceptive a plant can be. At any rate, the trouble began one day when he cut into a Wigan tree. Unfortunately for him, its leaves were hiding a bowtruckle. You may recall the marvellous creatures that resemble a twig. The little beast gouged the professor's eyes quite fiercely, but terrifying, I'd imagine. Likely for the professor, too.
And that's when you took over as the herbology professor?
Well, not quite. After 3 weeks at St. Mungo's, my predecessor regained...
What a string of bad luck.
Well, I felt awful for him, but I dare say I felt a bit more sympathy for the cabbage. Upon his discharge from the hospital, his indifference to plants had turned to utter disdain. He lost what little patience he had left with a particularly temperamental venomous tentacula and, well, his resulting leave of absence continues to this day.
I'm glad everything worked out as it did, and that you're the herbology professor now.
Very kind of you to say. I do love these gardens and helping my students grow. Lovely speaking with you. Have a wonderful day. Oh, and remember, be kind to your Wigan trees.
Взагалі дивно, що у професорки зачіска краще, ніж у персонажа. Ну, типу, і взагалі вона виглядає прикольніше, ніж 99 речей, які тут є. Так, що ви ще вивчили? Давайте Шарпа, а високий замок вже тоді наступного разу. І оцю всю фігню. Добре, що хоч бігти недалеко.
Hogwarts has brought me.
Have you finished your assignments?
I finished the tasks, Professor.
Well, well. I trust you are meticulous in your efforts. After all, shortcuts only ever lead to shortcomings.
Yes, sir, of course.
Good. Ordinarily, I'd say it's not my concern either way, but you... I want to make sure you're well prepared. Talent and resolve are a potent combination. It would be a shame to let that go to waste.
Thank you, Professor.
Don't let it go to your head. Now, let's see how you fare with Diffindo.
А чому він не
Wand at the ready. Focus. Diffindo can be dangerous if you're not paying attention. Very good. It seems you have a grasp on
Professor Sharp, do you have a moment?
Depends on how you intend to use it.
Perhaps another time then, sir. Thank you.
Suit yourself.
Не хочете послухати нудятину самого дивно. Так. Не, резалка классно спала.
It's a pleasure to have a student who actually heeds instructions.
А, в мене ще маленький стул. Можемо це все поставляти маленький стул.
I don't have anything for this at the moment.
Зілля. Так, зілля невидимості мені не потрібно. Концентрація. Давайте одне зробимо. Це, ну що, тоді давайте завтра пройдемо. Що пройдемо? Замок, ну цю всю фігню. А, і другого хранителя, я думаю, теж пройдемо. Що? А, ну наті це все, я згадав, що це за якась нормальна йдемо. Що? Таланти, що у нас є? Одна хрінь. Консерватуса немає. Ладно, завтра подивимо. 4, нормально. Все, тоді до завтра. Гарного вечора. Бережіть себе. Все.